Good morning, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. So happy that you're here today. We're going to have a nice big workout for you. It's 12 days of thankfulness. Hopefully while we're doing this and that you're doing whatever we're doing at home today, that you find something to be thankful for. I personally am thankful for the ability to be able to do this and keep working out through the shutdown, so I hope you guys are too. Happy that you're here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by going over all the movements here. I'll explain it, and then we're going to have Maddie help us do some demoing. This is a big, long workout, and for you people that are maybe newer in some of these movements, look overwhelming and challenging, please do not worry, because what we're going to try to do is make sure that you have everything you need to be able to modify and do these movements at your skill level. All right, guys, here we go. So here's how the workout works. It's kind of based on the 12 days of Christmas. So what it looks like is on the first day of Christmas or on the first day of Thanksgiving, you're going to do a 250-meter row, and then you're going to do number 2. You're going to do 2 muscle-ups or 2 chest-to-bars, and then you're going to do a 250-meter row. And then you're going to do 3, 2, 1, then 4, 3, 2, 1, then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down to number 12. When you hit 12, then you go all the way back down, and when you're done, you will be finishing with that 250-meter row. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and go through all the movements as quickly as we can and give you some options. If we have an option, I'm going to go over the prescribed and the no equipment version. If you need any help, please try to be creative or reach out to us if you have any questions on a movement that you can do. So if we do not have a rower, we can run. You can also jump rope, or you can do plate taps or anything that'll take you about the time it will take you to do about a 250-meter row. So that should probably be about a minute or so, a little over a minute, okay? All right, then for your muscle-ups, we can either do 2 muscle-ups or 2 chest-to-bar. If we have no equipment at all, we're going to do a reverse plank push-up. Good, 1 and 2, easy peasy forward. A reverse plank push-up, if you have no equipment at all, you're going to put your hands right behind your back, sit on the ground. From here, keep your legs straight, drive through those heels, lift all the way up, squeeze at the top, and then come right back down. You're going to be doing 2 of those, okay? Reverse plank push-up. Number 3, we're going to do dumbbell thrusters. If you have 250s or 235s and that's at your skill level, please rock that. If not, pick a weight that you can. It can be dumbbells, odd objects, but you're going to put them in the front rack position. Get into your squat stance. You're going to go all the way down, hips back and down below parallel, explode up, and punch those dumbbells straight up overhead to that locked out position. Dumbbell thrusters, you're going to do 3 of those. If we do not have any equipment, you can do an air squat. Do your best air squat to your lowest step. Hips go back and down below parallel. Make sure that you're able to maintain that upright position. If we start to lean forward too much, just go to the depth where you can successfully do your 3 air squats, okay? On that note, you can also use an odd object or 1 object as well, okay? Number 4, 4 burpees to a box. And jump. 2 feet take off, 2 feet land, stand all the way up at the top. Please step off at the back, and we'll be doing 4. If we have no equipment at all, we can do a tuck jump. A tuck jump looks like this. You're gonna just do a half squat, jump up and tuck your knees to your chest as high as you can. Good, there we go, tuck jump. Number 5, handstand push-ups. 5 handstand push-ups. You can kick these if you like, up against the wall. Start with that full extension in that handstand. You can kip or strict. 5 handstand push-ups. Our options for those, you can either do them, raise your feet up on a bench and do a push-up in a pike position, or you can either do a push-up. So can you do a pike? Go all the way up to a pike. Here is a pike handstand push-up. So she's going to try to make that tripod position and full extension where her head comes through those shoulders there, full, or you can either do your best version of a push-up. Good, 5 of those. 6 chest to bar or 6 pull-ups, or if we don't have any equipment at all, we're going to do banded pull-aparts. So banded pull-aparts, To make it tight, you grab as close as you can. To make it easier, you grab a little wider. Arms up overhead, shoulders back and down, engaging those lats, and she's gonna press all the way down. She's gonna do banded pull apart. Make sure if you're doing that, you have some appropriate tension for your skill level, okay? Number 7, we're gonna do kettlebell swings. Kettlebell swings are American. If you can, we can scale them to Russian. So a kettlebell swing, she's gonna deadlift it with that nice flat back using her legs. Unlock the hips and initiate the hips going back and forth. Big pop, nice and tight at the top with that bell all the way up over. If we need to modify, you can do a Russian, which is only half the way. Good. Stay nice and tight in that core. All right, so for there, we're going to be doing hip thrust if we have no equipment on at all. I'm gonna ask Maddie to lay down on the floor, put her arms out to the side to brace herself. Bend her knees, tell her heels are right next to her butt. From here, she's gonna lift up and get nice and tight, squeeze that butt. That'll be a hip thrust. Okay, so that will be 7 of those. All right, 8, single arm, alternating dumbbell snatch, 4 on each arm. Bell starts right on the ground, right in front of you. Feet outside, you're gonna grab that bell, nice flat back. She's gonna snatch it all the way up overhead in one motion. She's gonna alternate each round. We'll do 4 on each side, okay? So a variation for that, if we are not doing a single arm dumbbell snatch, will be a scat push-up, and that'll be that contraction that you're doing when you're pulling that dumbbell up. So that will look like this. It's kind of like a straight arm push-up, retracting those shoulder blades and really pushing through the ground, keeping in that nice tight hollow position. Number 9, toe to bar. All sorts of versions here. Maddie can show us a toe to bar or a knee up as high as you can. If you can, do knee ups as high as you can. And for toe to bar, if we are not if we don't have any equipment, I'm gonna ask you to get on the floor. Do your best version of a sit up or a tuck up. Sit up or a tuck up. So full range of motion, hips in front of those shoulders, using those arms once we get tired, or you can do a tuck up if you like. So in the tuck up, you're gonna start in that hollow body position, bend the knees, reach your arms forward. Good, coming up, so your shoulders and back and your legs stay off the ground. Good job. All right, 10 walking lunges with a dumbbell. 10 walking lunges, you can do them in place. You can use 1 dumbbell or 2, but what we're gonna try to do is go forward and get your knee on the ground if you can, where you are kind of square with your hips, and then you're gonna drive through both feet, stand up, and then repeat. Walking lunges with a dumbbell. So if you can do them without any weight, or you can do a reverse lunge. So from here, Maddie's just gonna stand up and take a step back, drop that knee down as low as she can, hopefully to the floor. Keep her hips nice and square. Drive through both feet and stand right back up. Cool? All right, guys, getting close. 11, ring dips. So Maddie's gonna jump up onto the rings and keep those rings right next to her side. She's gonna lean forward till her shoulder is in line with her elbow, and then press out. If we don't have rings, what we're gonna do is a bench dip. So we'll grab a box, a chair, whatever you have at home. You're gonna go ahead and put your hands right by your side. Keep your hips, once you get your hips off, keep your hips as low to, or as close to the box as you can, and go down as low as you can. If you can get those elbows parallel, shoulders and elbows parallel, that's a decent dip, okay? Last movement is man makers. Save the best for last, right? So man makers is nice to have 2 dumbbells, usually is what we do. So what it will look like is she's gonna start hands on the bell in a plank position. Everything's gonna be nice and tight. From here, she's going to do 1 push-up, and then 1 row with 1 arm, put it down, then a row with the other arm. From here, she's gonna jump up, and then gonna clean and press the bells up overhead. That is 1 complete rep. You only need to do 12 of those. There you go. All right, if we do not have that, we're gonna do your toe touch to reach. This is a good modification for this movement in a plank position. She's gonna be nice and tight, lift those hips up and reach back for that opposite toe, and then reach your arm forward, and then come back and do it again. So if that is challenging, do your hardest version of a push-up again, or just be creative with the movements that you can do. All right, guys, this is a great workout. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. Do your best work today and have a great time and stay safe. We all love you.
Happy Thanksgiving!